What's up, you degenerates? I don't even want to do the intro. Okay, what's up? Welcome, ciao ragazzi. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone Live. I'm Justin Sofro. Welcome back to the shit show. We're going to talk about yesterday. I had a little bit of time to let it marinate, but we're going to get into yesterday's match and everything that happened. Again, sorry, let me actually just jump in. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm guessing if you're in here right now, you probably already hit the subscribe button because you're in here immediately when it starts. But with me today, as always, is my boy, Julian Gianotti. How are you, sir? Your mic's not on. Sorry.
That tells you, that tells you everything about this. I feel better for my health, my own personal health, so I'm happy with that.
Right.
Every one of my sports teams suck.
Yeah.
And we just discussed that. And
no, we can talk about it today. We're talking about it all. This is going to be a therapy session, and that's basically what it is. It's everything shit.
Yeah. Like, there's two ways to go about this, though.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it, obviously. But the first half, it was great.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, it wasn't aesthetically pleasing to watch, but everything that happened yesterday in the first half was exactly what we needed to win the game.
Yeah. Everything.
And then second fucking half happens. Why do we just shit ourselves? I don't understand. Obviously, the goalie has the main. I'm going to call him the goalie now.
Yeah.
He doesn't get his full name. Sorry. That's it. From now on, September 12th, 2021, the Polish goalkeeper that we have is not named anymore.
Yeah. That's fair. I think, well, I'm in the same boat as you. Everything's shit. Everything's bad. It's not, okay, first off, okay, what's up, people? What's up, Cristiano Mike? What's up, Crazy Ray? What's up, Davide? What's up, Sid Kalantarian? Jigme, what's up? He says exit of CR7 was worst decision by Juve. We know CR7's superstar. Hard disagree. No offense. I do want to be clear when we start this. Ronaldo has nothing to do with this shit. What we see right now, the team was shit with Ronaldo. The team's shit without Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo was doing nothing to propel this team to win anything. Like, he barely came in, would do his thing. When he was doing his performances, he was pissing it away by just pouting on the side whenever things were going his way. That's my problem. Anyway, CR7 on bench. How come he's not on the bench? He's on Manchester United. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Davide did say, I found out that if you watch it in Spanish, everything's better. It's true. When they go, goal! They just keep going forever. The guy has lungs like no other. It is the best way to watch any sport, honestly. 67% possession for Napoli. Juve midfield still garbage at the end. Okay, now I want to just get into our thoughts.
I was gonna say, let me jump into that right now. Like, that was the game plan. Mm-hmm. We were gonna let them have all the possession. You saw in the first half, we were actually doing very well. Again, we sat back, we invited pressure. Napoli didn't break us down.
No,
did they?
No,
they got 2 lucky goals, and we were actually not horrible defensively.
Yeah, I think what's so frustrating is literally I sat down. Well, I didn't sit down. I told you all that's a reason that I couldn't do the post game yesterday was because I literally had some family issues to take care of. So I was on the road in the car and I had it fired up on my phone watching it down here. So on this little screen, and basically just watching everything that's happening. But all that really stuck out to me for the first, I don't know how long, I guess 20 minutes or so, was that like Juve could not get it past midfield. They couldn't at all. Like, they couldn't move it. They couldn't do anything. What's up, Pupper? What's up, my boy? But like couldn't move it past midfield. Couldn't do anything. The outside of Manuel Locatelli.
He was good in the first 25 minutes or so.
He was. Good. I feel like eventually he even wore down and was like, okay, there's only so much I can do personally. Like, I'm over here. I'm doing everything I can to create for these guys, but these guys have no wherewithal when it comes to actually attacking. We can get into a few of the things. We need to, I don't want to say reset expectations, but like that's why I want to talk about, for the most part, going into this week. Yeah, I know. We play in 2 days. We play against Malmo.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care at all. Like, I'll be honest, like, it doesn't matter to me. I don't want to hear talk of, like, what's going on with Champions League, what's going on with, playing, whatever have you. With that, right now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. The City, you need to just find a way to salvage the season. And I know it's 3 games in, and I know people will tell you it's early. I feel like those people that will tell you it's early, calm down, whatever, are going to be a little bit more on the cheerleader side and then maybe the realistic side. Because you can't watch what we experienced. Here's the thing. I went into Napoli. A lot of people said that you and Alejandro, who finally he made his appearance on the channel. I'm glad everybody got to see him. Right? Y'all did a great preview. I know people were commenting, saying about how negative you guys are being. But you guys are just being realist. You're being realist to what you saw, to what you experienced, whatever have you in that situation. And I just think it's a little bit... I don't know what you... Let me try to think about the exact wording I want to use here. Like what you really expect from this team going forward. What you that's why I think you all were being realistic, saying, right now, I didn't expect Juventus to win against Napoli, but I'm sorry, when you have a pretty decent first half and you're doing well, even with like I said, Napoli having 67% possession rate, and Morata came in, a boy who gets hated on more than almost like a lot of people, came up big, but then the rest of the team just collapses. Chiellini has some choice words for the rest of the team. Chiellini even
that
basically...
was awesome.
I love that he basically just called DeShilio crap. He basically said DeShilio sucks. I love that he was like, normally you have Dybala, you have Cuadrado, you have Chiesa, or whoever you have you. And then I got DeShilio, who's different, is what he said. And I was like, you can just say he sucks. You can literally tell us he sucks because we know he sucks. We know it. We're aware that's the reason why he doesn't need to be on the team. Pavel Nedved can tell us and try to sell it to us all he wants.
Weird.
It was such a weird statement.
Weird.
To say that he is the future of Juve. Like, no, the fuck he is. The hell he is. The hell he is the future of Juve. But why does Nedved feel the need to come out and say these outlandish things? Like, they're not just like a little bit like, we have faith in, all you just say is like, we have faith in DeShilio for the season. You can say that. But let's anyway, it makes no sense to me. He does it all the time. He does it, like I said, we talked about it on the channel before. He does it with Pirlo, did it with Sardi, he did it with whoever, saying 100%, Ronaldo. He's got 100% be here, and I'm like, he gone. As soon as he said he gone, it's over. Your thoughts from the match? Actually, one thing I wanted to point out real quick. It's just how frustrating and disappointing it was from having that amazing match for the Italian national team to come in and blunder the match away by Moise Kean. Like, literally be the guy. I know I texted in our group because I thought it was Tech, and I blamed it on Tech because I'm watching it on my screen, but then they do the replay, and I'm like, oh, shit, you're right. It was Moise Kean who just gifted it to, who was that, Koulibaly or whatever? Koulibaly, yes. I always have a hard time. Your thoughts. Go ahead, sorry.
Again, first half, honestly, masterclass for what was at our disposal, what the game plan was. Everyone was executing to perfection. Obviously, there were some players who weren't as up to task, like McKennie and Rabiot in the first half, but you had 9 guys up to task. Like, even Pellegrini was good. Even DeShilio was actually good stopping Insigne. You didn't see Osimhen get into as much space as we thought he was going to get, especially in the second half where he got a lot of space. So, I don't know. Like, we had minimal forays forward in the first half, but they were still all decent quality chances. Kulusevski looked lively. Morata was good off the ball. Like, his off the ball stuff was incredible again. His hold up play was good. His goal literally came from him pressing hard. So this is exactly what we've been talking about and expressing.
Yeah.
Just there's no midfield support whatsoever, though. Like, you saw, I know everyone's watching Manchester United yesterday. Everyone's watching other Premier League games before we played, and you see a guy like, I know Bruno Fernandes is like, oh wow, look at this guy, but he still gets a ball. He still can hit a ball and be dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to. Obviously he does piss poor performances sometimes as well. He's not the greatest thing on earth, but there's a threat of him scoring from like 25 yards out, and he's dangerous. Who the hell is that on our team?
I mean, the only one I can say is Locatelli. He's the only one at this point, but he hasn't shown it for Juve.
He's fresh,
but,
though.
Yeah. But he can do it. He's not known to do it. He's not the main guy who's going to go actively seek that out. But he has the potential. Is the only thing I say. When I say that, I want to be clear when I'm not, when I'm saying, that he's going to do it because he's not. Sid, I apologize if I'm trying to work it out. Sid Calantarian said, "Don't you think Allegri's playing system is outdated?" My personal thing is I don't know if I truly believe that. I'll let you give your thoughts as a coach. But like me personally, I think you hire a guy to do what they are good with, what they're comfortable with. I don't think you hire a guy to come in and tell him to change his system or do something totally different. Because if he tries to, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel or whatever you want to say. Like to me, that doesn't make sense. I feel like you have him come in and do what he does well, which for the most part, coming into yesterday's match, or not coming in, halfway through yesterday's match, I was like, okay, 1-0. If we can get one more goal, I feel good. If not, I feel like they can kind of hold on, maybe defensively if they can put it together. Yep. That's all they needed to do. And they just failed to do that. They had to, like I said, you're missing a lot of players. And I understand that excuse only goes so far.
Yeah. Again, what he had at his disposal and his opening setup to the game was perfect. The players bought in. Everyone was doing what they were supposed to be doing. The result was the result at halftime, 1-0. And then Spalletti took off, what was his name? Number 7, Almas. He took off Almas and he put Adam Unas on. And he kind of switched the thought process of the whole Napoli team, and they just kept wave after wave after wave, and we just couldn't hang on to the ball. And it was frustrating because I said this to the group yesterday. I was like, how do we have so many internationals?
Yeah.
How do we have like 15 international soccer players?
Yep. Yeah, right.
Like, how does Rabiot start for France? How does he start for France?
No, it's true. No, that's fair. It is fair. Yeah. I think also to go off your point, and then we'll get to your all's comments as well, guys. It's your venting session too, not just ours. But there were a couple things I did want to talk about before we really dove into all the chat. But basically, one thing that you brought up about internationals is I always wonder because I remember Alejandro actually said this in your preview, basically talking about Insigne and saying about how good he plays for Napoli. But he doesn't play that way for the Italian national team. Dude, we have the opposite problem right now. Yeah. Where the Italian nationals come out and show out for the Italian national team, and then play like kind of crap for Juve. Like outside of like Chiellini, who even Chiellini wasn't that great yesterday. To be honest, he was fine, but he wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't, whatever. But like the rest of, Bernardeschi is a shining example. He sometimes can hit it with the national team, but then and then this isn't fair because Moise Kean played 7 minutes or something like that. He barely played any, but he made the biggest blunder. And I guess he was so. Alejandro was so upset with him, he didn't even make him a graphic when I did the player ratings. But anyway, but yeah, that's something that I just found a little bit, upsetting or frustrating. It's just like, these guys literally. It's not just the Italian national team. Like I said, Rabiot, whoever have you. Like sometimes he looks better for France, but like I don't know. He's not. He's not as much as the Italians. But I don't know. Alexandro and Danilo both start. Yeah,
Alexandro and Danilo start for the Brazilian national team. Mm-hmm. Blows my mind. Bernardeschi was actually. I'm gonna say this. Bernardeschi was actually fine. Yeah. In the first half.
Yeah.
He was fine.
And
I've never said that about him before. But in the second half, he went from like a 5.5 fine to a 0.
Yeah, he was Bernardeschi in the second half.
Yeah.
Syed says, we didn't play a terrible game, but Napoli were just better team, and both goals were avoidable. But to me, and you're right, but to me, that's what's upsetting, is that both goals were avoidable. Literally, Tech should have stopped that first goal, and the second one, Moise Kean with the actual fuck. Like, that's literally it. That's the only way I can say. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and that's why it's so frustrating. That's why I'm angry. That's why I'm pissed, because like you had the game. Not even say one, but you had it where you could feel comfortable. Like even just a draw. Like at that point, like I was just going into it being like, get points from this game and I'll be okay. And of course, that is what it is.
Honestly, sorry.
Yeah,
we win that game if Szczesny doesn't drop the ball. I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're probably right. Yeah.
If all he has to do is push the ball away. Like, or catch it like a normal person. Push or catch. Don't do whatever the hell he did. It was like, oh man, how many more times?
Yeah.
How many more times? Like, and then right after the game, the press conference. I know Allegri has to be like, oh yeah, he's fine, whatever, he's world class. I know he has to kind of say that, but like, you don't have to say that. To just shit on him. Who cares?
Right. Absolutely. It is frustrating. That's what. Sorry, one sec. I had to activate. Oh crap.
What happened?
Okay. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're just doing a small stream right now with people. I forgot to activate monetization. Anyway, it's all right. It is what it happens. I guess it happens. We'll do it. Hopefully, we'll get some people on the rewatch that'll help us out. But I appreciate it. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I see Alejandro pointing that out to me. Sorry, I was doing that. Were you talking about tech in that moment? Is that who you were talking about?
I was just saying.
Or who were you talking about overall?
I was talking about. I'm gonna give a pass to Keane because like fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's his first 8 minutes for Juventus and setting up for a set piece. I get it. It's a horrible mistake. But holy shit, man.
Well, and then you also had you literally had him come in, and I'm not gonna play he's an Italian, whatever, and I'm gonna defend him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna play overly sensitive to him, but like, cause he fucked up. That's what it was. That's all it is.
No, 100% he did.
But at the same time, I understand it's also difficult to come in a difficult moment. Pressure's on, and they're like, yeah, you get out there and basically go try to will us to a win. And that's literally what it was at that point. So, yeah, I do feel for him in that moment. Let's see. Jigme was asking, do you think Juve will in position to come up to the top four? For him, it's a definite no. What do you say? I mean, I hate to also backtrack and be like, it's too early to say, obviously. Because it is too early to say to see what happens, but like nothing portends a good finish right now. Like right now, Juve is 1 point, one freaking point in 3 games, and right now all I'm thinking is like, can we not be Arsenal? Can we not be? Can we not do that? Can we not be Arsenal and like in the relegation round? At least I know it's early and it doesn't really matter, but like let's not do that right now. We don't need this. I don't need this.
I think it will be top 4. I haven't seen this team as a collective unit yet, so I gotta see them all as a collective unit before I make a judgment.
It was also one of those things where like last season, I basically went out and said, last season I was just like, until Juve they don't win the Scudetto, then I'm gonna kind of say they should be challenging to win it. And then once we got far enough in there that I realized it's not going to happen, then I could really. I think it was a little bit after like midway through the season where I was like,
you can usually tell if you're in or out. They're like 25 games in.
Yeah, it's a big yeah. So like the third game in, it's still a lot. It's not leaning in a good direction, but until they don't make top 4, I guess I'll say that they could be top 4. Davide was saying babysitting the wife's dog. I think is that your dog or is that your wife's dog?
It's ours, but like it's under her name, so.
Oh, okay. Honestly, losing doesn't affect me anymore. Well, good for you, Crazy Ray, because it still bothers me.
Yeah.
We have to support our team more than ever now. Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be a fan. That's part of being a fan. You don't quit on being a fan. Like it's literally that's why it's. I mean, the highs are so high and the lows are so low, and that's what it is. It's you deal with it. If you're only Okay, I'm not going to go attack anybody in particular, but I'm just going to say if you're only a fan when things are good, you don't want to be a fair weather fan. To me, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
To me, it also takes away from the joy. Yeah, it's fun when somebody succeeds. You don't be Drake. Let's not be Drake. Let's just say that. I don't need to be Drake out here. I need to be supportive and deal with these so that way when Juve wins Champions League or Scudetto again,
it feels all that much better.
Yeah, because like I'll be honest, the last Scudetto when they won it, did it really feel exciting, or were you just kind of like a sigh of relief? Like it was just like
it was like oh my god, we did it. Like
it's like thank God they didn't. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one topic I do want to bring up, and then we can really sorry guys, we will get into your chats a lot more. But one topic I really wanted to bring on that I wanted to talk about was the Szczesny topic, and that situation going on there. Basically, Allegri comes on post match and throws his support this basically says, he will start against Malmo. That's what he said. I don't feel like this is a moment where it's coach speak for him to change it last second. I feel like he's just being, I don't know, stubborn or whatever have you. But I think it's gonna be Szczesny until I don't know how long or how much what needs to happen for Allegri to change his opinion. But it is what it is. That's what it is right now. Is he appears to have faith in Szczesny, and I'll be honest, the Szczesny that I've seen out there is not the Szczesny of 2019-2020, and not of the first, I don't know, what do you say, the first third of last season, and it was like after that it was all downhill. At least after Christmas or after New Year's.
As soon as the calendar hit 2021, Peck has been a massive problem.
Yeah,
that's it.
He has not been. No, he's not been at all the player that he used to be. And it's even more frustrating. I know it's going to come up, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. Yes, it's even more frustrating to see Donnarumma not be here. Like, even more now at this point. It's very frustrating. I don't know. Your thoughts on Tech? I mean, I know there are some people in there that still kind of supported him, but at this point, like, I think you give... I mean, the thing is, unfortunately, Pedini is not that much younger. Like, he's younger, but he's 28, I'm pretty sure, right? I want to say he's 28, so it's not like you're really getting to bring in this young youth talent. You're still going to have to find a replacement for the real Juve. Yeah, for both eventually.
We need a stopgap right now. We need to just stop the bleeding. I think I've said it on this channel before. I coached under 10s, and I pulled my goalie after, like, 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
This guy, Szczesny's made 3 clear mistakes for goals now in 3 games, costing us 5 points in 3 games.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell he should be starting on Tuesday.
No.
Whether that be just for a mental break, because just clear head, dude, whatever, mental break, and then play. You get your head back on Sunday and you play Milan. Fine, I'd be fine with that. If we drop points to Malmo, like, I know it's Champions League, you personally don't care about it, but if we drop points to Malmo,
I care. I do care. I'm not. Yeah. Let's not kid ourselves. I care. I'm gonna be just as frustrated if we lose against Malmo.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to the end all be all, what my focus is on, and like Champions League is just like an afterthought of, like, if they win, great. If they lose, I'll still be frustrated. But it's
okay. So again, if he has a stinker against Malmo, now where you go, like, you have to. How much is too much? I'm gonna keep saying that. How many mistakes? How many more mistakes? It's crazy.
All the mistakes. Yes.
Yeah. I need to get my friend who's a qualified goalie coach or licensed coach to bring, like, just the technical ability of what he did yesterday. What is he doing with his? Where's his head?
Right.
He decided to jump, but then he, like, stopped before, and then, like, he didn't want to catch it, but he wanted to punch it. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No.
The Newcastle goalie against Manchester United yesterday, like, same thing. Like, catch the fucking ball.
Right.
There's no one around him. The shot wasn't even hard from Insigne.
No, it made no sense. It made no sense at all.
Also, going on that, I was reading, like, there's a play-by-play on one of my apps that I follow. It said cross into the box.
Oh, we have our first slag of the day.
It didn't even say cross because that's how light the shot was.
Okay, sorry, you said that. Sorry, you lagged.
Where was I?
You lagged for a second. You said the cross of the day, and then you lagged, and you said something about the cross. I don't know.
I'll just backtrack. So I was following on the app, on my app that I follow, and it said cross, and then goal from Politano. The app didn't even register that Insigne shot as a shot because that's how light it was. That's how not hard hit it was.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Absolutely. Okay. Sorry. I was. Yeah.
Fair enough. But that's embarrassing. That's so. Oh, I'm so fed up with him, man.
No. Yeah. I mean, that's where we sit right now, and I can't, honestly, at this point, I can't wait to get through. Hopefully they can somehow do something against Milan, but really to get past this, to really, hopefully, hard reset going on after that. Of course, I need to get the fixture list, because I haven't looked much past there to remember who exactly we play in what order.
Sampdoria is after Milan.
Sampdoria, okay. Oh yeah. So you and your dad will be able to have that one out a little bit and see how that goes.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough now. It's a mid-table battle at this point.
It really is, unfortunately, which is just depressing overall. I mean, basically says the same thing we were saying. Our goalkeeper is the most useless in Juve team now. He's most very poor. Allegri cheated us by not signing Donnarumma. I still want to know what the inner workings there were. I don't know how much. Like, I'm sure, maybe Allegri did because he wanted to see money spent in other directions. But if that was Allegri's call, like they tried to say it was, that's gonna be a rough one long term.
Yeah.
Cristiano Mike says, but with Ronaldo, Juve, we're not messing up with small teams. We're getting 3 points. Yeah. Thank you, Crotone. Yeah. He won 2 Scudettos. Maybe can be excused by yesterday cause a lot of players weren't there. I mean, the one thing I'll say about Ronaldo is that the only time I really saw him make okay, I'm gonna say the only time, but when I saw him make an actual big difference in actually winning and for the Scudetto race was 2019-2020, where there were matches where at the end he would draw a penalty or he would have a miraculous score at the end. But last season I didn't see any of that. What I really saw is he came in with Pirlo and basically saying practice is fun. It's more fun being a Pirlo guy now, which is not what I want to hear from anybody. Even Ronaldo, I don't want to hear that. So, I don't know. To me, again, I know people love to bring up the Ronaldo fanboys that come on here, and I'm not saying you, Cristiano, Mike, because you're a real one. But there's other ones that come on here that just like to say stuff, and I'm like, dude, Juventus sucked with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not making that big of a difference right now. There's other pieces that need to be fixed first. And there's only so much that is, like I said, when the goalkeeper is giving up goals like this, it's on him. It's not the rest of the squad at this point. I mean, the midfield still has plenty of issues, but it's not related to that. Nedved Ramsey is the future J Medical. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Is Juve in position for title contender? What? What are you saying for Serie A? I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's too hard to say right now. I mean, give them a couple games. I mean, Inter drew with who was it? Was it Sampdoria? Is that who they drew with? Yeah. So anything could happen, but we'll see. I'm not optimistic. I'm not the optimistic guy to go to if that's what you want. And then YFG said, let's not actually. I'm gonna take that down because I don't really want to. I don't like saying negative things about anybody else. Like, people can be positive or whatever, and people. They're good people. But like me, I appreciate you saying that we're real and we're raw. And it's true, and I am going to be very blunt about the way I feel overall. That's just my personal thought.
Yeah.
Joseph said, bro, what was Keane doing? Why hit it towards goal from that close? I think it was, I don't want to say useful mistake, but partly.
It's a mental error. It's a mental error. He's not, so when you're obviously defending on a corner, your body should be not facing your own goal. Mm-hmm. Your body should be facing, obviously, the open field. So he was already like this, and the ball's coming this way. Obviously, he went like this, like go ahead. If he just turned his body and headed, quick, like his body shape, even though the ball was coming in, should have been already like this already.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been like this. That's how you defend properly. Off corners especially, or any cross. Your body shape is key.
Absolutely. Hey guys, can we get some more likes up in here? I appreciate it. We only got 13. There's at least 20 something of you guys in here. So let's go ahead and hit that like button if you can right now. Let's see. What else we got going here? YFG was asking, is that your job? Is your dog a Juve fan?
Yeah, he already outgrew his jersey.
That's awesome. Bone is saying Padin should start from now on, and in January transfer window, Juve should go for a swap loan deal with Parma between Buffon and Chesney and pay 80-90% of Chesney's salary. I don't know what
they definitely need to bring a goalie in though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. God, if we could even just get PSG, can we loan him? If you're not going to play him, I know you're going to play. I think he was playing this weekend, right? Or he's going to play soon. Did he?
He played yesterday.
How'd he do?
You got a clean sheet against Clermont.
Okay.
So Clermont is like Salernitana. They're just gonna get bullied by everybody.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I don't really. God, I can't. Anyway, just loan him back to us. Just loan him to us. At least give me 1 year of happiness. That's all I need. T-Bone says, "Are you okay? Are you dying?"
Yeah, I just got a cough. Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. It just seems we are mentally fragile at the moment. It's from T-Bone. We have lost our fear factor, but we have been in worse positions in the past and turned things around for Juve. That's true. The only thing I want to say, though, is I feel like a lot of people are pointing to, what was it, the 14 or 15 season?
2015, 2016 season.
15, 16. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
People are pointing to that season. And
it's not the same.
Yeah, the roster is just so different. It's just, it's not, it's easy. I mean, it's not easy. It's nice to be able to look at the positive things, but like, to me right now, I can't lean on that's going to be something that happens right now. We'll see. Yeah, I just want to start seeing development. Okay, here's one thing I do want to talk about. Let me talk about this. A lot of people the fan base has lost their damn mind. If you get on Twitter, like Twitter's a bleep hole anyway. If you get in there, it's horrible. It's not that it's horrible, but it's a mess. There are guys out here tweeting that Pirlo had a plan, and that Pirlo's there was part of me that I did question. I was like, was Pirlo maybe not as bad as I thought he was? I did say that one time during the match.
You did say that.
I know I said it, but I didn't say that Pirlo had a goddamn plan. Like, they were over here acting like Pirlo had it together and was building towards something. My guys, no, he wasn't. I mean, not saying no, he wasn't, but like, there was no evidence for it. Like, if you watch the game, every single game, he experimented with different lineups. He never found he never like found his spot.
The only thing he kept doing was playing a 4-4-2.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
That's it.
Which is basically you're dead to him. You're dead to Julian if that's what you're doing. But yeah, there was nothing there that like showed me that he was building toward anything for the future, and that's what was frustrating. It's just seeing that and being like, no, quit telling me that Pirlo. Anyway, it's just the fan base has lost their damn mind, and that's all I need to say. Like, don't do that yet. It's the third game of the season. It's too early for this crap. Like, it's too early for you all to lose it right now. It's also too early for me to come in here and be as beaten down by a season as I am so far by Juve right now. So it's two things. McKinney looks lost. Yeah, McKinney did not look good. Like I said, I had to cut out part of a video yesterday, last night, that I was doing the player ratings or whatever it was. I think because I ended up going toward, I made like probably a rude comment I shouldn't have made about Pulisic's sister, and I ended up saying so. After I said it, I was like, nope, gonna pull that one back. Let's not do that one. So that's basically what happened. YFG said that's true. Max Allegri is being stubborn and showing favoritism to Szczesny. It's time for Petting to get a chance. Here's the one thing too. I'm worried about this one. Is what if he just looks at Petting and says, "God, this guy sucks way more. Like, this guy's way worse than," you know what I'm saying? Like, the coaches, yeah. Like, I have to give a coach credit. Coach sees every practice, every training, or whatever have you. Like, what if he's just seeing it's just like, this guy's shit, guys. Like, I don't know what to do. like I can't throw him out there. I have to put my faith in him. So that's the one thing I worry about. Usman says, "Hello guys, is this an impromptu live session?" No, it's kind of my fault.
Oh, it's not your fault. You had shit to do, man.
It's my fault. But yeah, it's true. Thank you. But no, I mean, it's my fault that I didn't plan this live out. Like, I planned it like an hour before we did it, because we had church and stuff in the morning and all the stuff, the family stuff you have to do. So I forgot to plan it, so that way people actually got to know beforehand. And we're trying to work out a schedule. We're gonna work out a schedule to let you guys know what our plans are with the Bianconeri Zone going forward. Now that the season's starting back up and Alejandro has started joining us and doing videos, we're gonna have a different rhythm. And I think Julian might be frozen. Okay, yeah, there he goes. He's moving his head now. Anyway, we're gonna have a different little rhythm about the way we go. Anything, the daily lives, the Monday through Friday lives that were all at 10:45 Juve time. Those are going to be they're not going away per se, but they're going to be adjusted. There's going to be a little bit of differences. We talked about, Julie and I, one day a week we're going to do like a after dark kind of one. We're going to do some different ones. Alejandro will join us. We'll have a 3-way together. And we'll just hit it. We'll just hit it hard. All three of us together. We'll pound this thing out. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what we're doing. Anyway, we're gonna talk to you, man. We're gonna pound the old lady for as long as we can. Anyway, no, we're gonna talk about this. We'll have a few different ways we'll go about doing this, but we'll end up getting out like an idea and a formula. That way we'll do this, because it's gonna be different. Because especially now with Champions League, you're gonna have it'll be exhausting if we try to do everything the same way, especially when we're going to have a match day on Tuesday when we just recovered from everything here. So that's how we'll do it. We'll get it out to you guys. You'll see it hopefully here in the near future. But today was just kind of a makeup for yesterday. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Tomorrow's essential live show, it's going to be a pre-match against Malmo. So at that 4:45, 10:45 time slot, it's going to be a pre-match against Malmo.
Which means Daddy gets a day off again. I think.
No, you
right?
joined, man.
Oh, I'm doing the pre with you and is Alejandro doing it?
No, you guys. Why can't you join too?
Sometimes I just need a break. No, we'll see. Or I have to do my normal day job to pay the bills, to keep these lights on, to keep the camera rolling. Anyway, we'll see. True. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out how we do it. I think we got that one already. Oh yeah, sorry, move back up. Joseph, how you doing, my friend? Joseph said, I wonder why Allegri is so pressed on Tech. I get he can't talk bad about his players, but come on, either you hate Padin or you really think Tech has been doing a good job and lost your mind. Yeah, okay, so you're basically going what we just talked about. And yeah, that's what we're kind of wondering is if maybe it is the coach then. If it's like the coach sees what we don't see. Yeah. Which is worrisome. Crazy
it's not good. I've never seen a goalie issue so bad for this club.
Well, no, and that's what kills me. That's what kills me. I mean, obviously, I've been a fan since 2006, so I'm not as old. I mean, I'm not as seasoned as some people are around here, even you, because you were with Pavel Nedved 2003, or was it before that? Or I can't
just
remember.
Around that time. I went to my first game in 2003, but just whenever I think 2001 when he came.
Yeah, that's what he was. So, there's a lot of experience, obviously, that I didn't have as a youth because I found it later. But since I joined, it was Buffon. And then you go through and, the history that I've looked up and I've watched old matches and stuff like that because I'm lame. And that's what I do. And I've seen, you always have these goalkeepers. And that's such an integral part. And that's why Donnarumma was something that I was so... I don't want to say hyped on, but I was so invested emotionally in getting Donnarumma at Juve because of the history of having the Azzurri goalkeeper being here. And also, Donnarumma's really bleeping good. He's really good. He's really good.
You won Euro Player of the Tournament?
Yeah, he's starting. If you would have asked me a year ago, 2 years ago, I would battle you. And I'm still going to battle you, Buffon, over him. But, this kid's got potential to be close to Buffon by the end of it all, I'm not going to say he's going to be better at all, but, that's why I want him to, because if you have Buffon and Donnarumma, anyway, Crazy Ray says, honestly, if Artur was fit, I felt like he would drastically change the midfield. I know he is poor defensively, but he's good at controlling the ball.
And that's controlling the game. So that's why you need two guys beside him in a midfield three that will help him out defensively. You need a Locatelli as there, and I guess McKennie just because he's fast and athletic.
Yeah. I mean, basically. And even McKinney really get his act together though right now. I feel like he's still. I'm sure there's some mental stuff going on as well.
Yeah.
Because of that. Liam says if there's one player you want at Juve, I start Leo off of Milan. I know you said you're watching Milan Lazio right now, Liam. I saw that. What player that I want at Juve,
Rafael Leao.
Yeah, but if I want another player from a different, from a Serie A team, I mean, right now it's if I want another player, it's Donnarumma. That's who I want. That's who it's gonna be. It's not Serie A, but that's who I want. I guess you could pick, from a handful of midfielders as well. Those are the
I want
two.
Sergej Milinkovic-Savic.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's expensive. It's a heavy price tag though. That's the only problem.
This guy wants Rafael Leao. I want Milinkovic-Savic, and you want from Serie A?
Oh, from Serie A, I take Barella.
Oh yeah,
I filled two of my needs: the Italian thing and then the whatever. I mean, that's probably who I'd go for. I guess I'd say if I'm looking at a midfielder that's in Serie A. Besides, I didn't want to take your Milinkovic-Savic. I didn't want to copy paste that, but that one was a good one. Joseph said maybe if Allegri stayed about Tech, he will want to leave or play better. I don't know. I think people also not forget, but I know Joseph's not that kind, but the money thing is such a big factor. When you have money,
he makes $7.5 million.
Right.
He makes more than Ramsey. You think he's gonna leave? No.
Yep. Davide said, our dog, you can tell he's tying the knot. He already tied it. It's already tied, bro. It's been tied. Yeah, exactly.
Delivered.
Go Cool was asking why everything on Tech, even if he did a mistake, team has to step up and push harder, and they needed to lead again, but they didn't. I mean, I disagree, but at the same time, there is a bit of fairness there. It's a team game. Whatever it is, it's always a team game. But at the same time, I mean, Tech literally, he slashed our tires. Basically, we had it rolling. We were not rolling, but we were doing fine. And then he, with that blunder, literally gave up. And then literally, I almost felt like the team quit from there. It was like inevitable.
They were stuck in what they were doing. So we couldn't get out of the defensive phase that we were in after we conceded. And that's what happens.
Yep.
When you're so set in stone, because that's what obviously Allegri wanted us to do. He wanted us to, if we got a lead, protect as much as possible. And this is it. That's why we got into the lull. And that's why we couldn't get out of it. And we don't have the players to get out of it at that point. Who did we bring off the bench? Keane. What did Keane do? Made a mistake. 2-1. We're not just blaming Szczesny, but the goalkeeper. We're just blaming. He influenced dropping us points.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. It was a big part of it. I mean, there's such a emotional toll that comes when you give up a goal that it's hard to come back from that, I'd imagine. Hamad said we were missing a lot of players yesterday. I believe the team can perform better than this. It's just that the players kept making stupid mistakes. Those mistakes off, and the team is not that bad. I said it. I'm gonna start pronouncing it mistakes now.
Yeah,
like you said.
mistakes.
I like it. I mean, yeah, there was a lot going on with this game. The problem is like you had the squad that you were playing with, and you were up 1-0. Like, all you have to do is play a solidly defensive game. Not I want to say all you have to do, but
mistake
like the same
free.
Yeah, mistake free.
Limit mistakes. Don't make key mistakes. Make a mistake at the 30-yard line.
Well, and that's the hard part. Is like
don't make a mistake right in front of your freaking net.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. How many times in 3 games? Del Juve Pietro said the team is in ruins and it will take a while to build a cohesive unit, but I'm certain Allegri will turn this around.
It will take time, 100%.
Yeah, it'll take time. I'm just hoping, like, no offense, like the time should not be taken, or like the time can be taken, but you can't drop points to these. No, okay, Napoli's not, but like I'm saying, like against the Udinese or whoever, you can't drop points to these guys. There's no reason for it.
The stretch after this Milan game is like there's like 5 or I'm pretty sure there's 5 games in a row that like you have to win.
Yeah,
you have to pick up 15 points out of the next 5 games.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I need to check everybody else's schedule too to see how their fixtures, how they fall. Hopefully, they can drop some points.
Yeah. So after the Milan game, we play Spezia, Sampdoria, Torino, at home. So at Torino. So we should still beat them. They're not good.
No.
So that should be. We need 3 wins there, and then we play Roma.
Yeah. So Roma could be a tough one this year, especially. I watched the first couple matches. I didn't see how they played this weekend, but are they playing now, or when do they play? Did they play today?
Roma plays at 2:45 against Sassuolo.
Okay, that could be interesting enough.
Yeah.
Mohammed said we should have gone for Camavinga for McKennie. I don't know if they would have traded, but if you mean to get rid of McKennie, okay. Yeah. Icardi loan obligation to buy and Pjanic on loan. We bleeped up. I mean, they went for Icardi. They weren't going for it.
Yep.
PSG was not.
They're not willing. We got rejected.
Yeah, they said no thanks. Pjanic, maybe. I did come around a little bit on that. I don't know that he would be a huge change, but there would be a little bit more of assistance there.
The thing, if Pjanic was here right now, that game we could have probably allowed Locatelli to play further forward, and we could have probably not had such a negative 11 players out there. Like, not a negative way of playing. But also to that, Camavinga was always wanting to go to Real Madrid, so we were never getting Camavinga.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's always a woulda, coulda. But Morton says, why is McDagger, are you talking about McKinney when you say that so bad suddenly? I had high hopes for him, but now I'm afraid he will be the new Ramsey, Bentancur, and as you call him, the Polish goalkeeper. No confidence, 30 mil.
There's a lot to take in there.
Yeah, there is a lot. I'm trying to... Are you saying is that McKinney? Is that a nickname or is that a nickname for somebody? That is this going over my head? McDaggart.
Yeah, I don't know, but there are high hopes. They're like he was good last year for what he was brought in to be.
It has to be McKinney because it has to just be an autocorrect because K-E and N-I-E and McDaggart in the way 2 G's. I would imagine it's McKinney is I'm gonna guess, but yeah.
Now I wouldn't classify McKinney in the Ramsey tier because Ramsey's just like waste of money and always hurt. At least McKinney might just be like a little bit of waste of money, but he's always available when he makes himself available.
Yeah,
not when he has a party. But yeah,
that's fair. Joseph, wow, it's gonna stick mistakes. Oh, it's gonna.
Oh, it's been flowing around.
That'll ride for sure. YFG was saying how many mistakes or mistakes until Chesney gets dropped. I don't know how many. I mean, maybe whenever you find a better goalkeeper that can help out. I don't know. Honestly,
it's
maybe
tough though because he's got 3 years left on his contract.
Yeah, because Juve does a great job. Does a great job with those contracts. Tech was just not confident at all. His confidence has gone down so much, and every shot has so much pressure on him. He's caught between two minds. Yeah. Either go for it or not, punch it or catch it, and it drowns every time. Or I added that part at the end. Let's see. I just want to see what else. There are a couple things I want to talk about. But I am trying to get through these because I don't want to neglect our chat. If you guys are here, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. That helps our I can't even get my tongues dried up. Helps support our channel. It really does help what we do here, and hopefully we can bring you more content now that we're back and at it with the the international stretch being over. We should have held United's owner at gunpoint to give us Pogba or Rashford for Ronaldo. I think at this point, here's the problem. Yeah, Pogba would have been great, but I at least wanted them just to ask for Pogba, or at least have that float out there when they asked. I'm sure they probably did. Or maybe they came into the meeting and they were like, we know you're going to ask about Pogba. The answer is no. Maybe that's what they did. There's probably something like that. They're like, we're going to use this 1 year. And then right now, not that Juve was like... Juve didn't have all the cards because you're just trying to get rid of Ronaldo so you can get some money off of it. So you're not, losing.
We had no leverage.
No. Yeah.
There's 3 points to that. Ronaldo definitely wanted to leave. He was being a piss-ass baby, whatever. Rashford was injured, and he's coming off surgery, and he wouldn't want to come to Juventus. Mm-hmm. And maybe Pogba's like, okay, if Ronaldo's coming, why would I leave for 1 year? So... yeah, you could you can gunpoint the owner, but like you got to get the players on board as well, like in those proposed players as well. It was never happening.
Well, they basically just got to do what we wanted to do, which was sign both of them together and have them playing and see how it works out. Just Morton says stop buying spoiled free transfers, stop buying non-EU players, better mix, and focus on leadership and hard work like in the old days. That's fair. I mean. When you say spoiled free transfers, what do you mean? You mean like guys that feel entitled that shouldn't be? Yeah.
Ramsey, Rabiot.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. YFG says the only CR7 moments I'm grateful for are the hat trick against Atletico and then the brace versus Parma. There were other moments. I mean, I'm also not gonna say he was trash the entire time. Yeah. This is not true. I said my thing is my frustration came a lot from just the attitude. The last year or so, just the piss poor attitude and acting like he's upset that he has to go make 30 million euros or whatever, or how much he was making. Santardini said, "Dude, he did his best to carry Juve." Oh, okay, here we go. And then Dybala is no centerpiece. I mean. I don't know. I don't agree that he did his best to carry Juve. There's a lot of stuff I feel like he could have put in more effort. I feel like he was pretty not confident but ready to move on. So that's the effort you got. You got his C effort for the most part. There are a couple times where he would go a little bit up and beyond, like trying to head that in against Udinese when he played the last minute in that match. Yeah, but that was about it. That was what you got. Yeah, I don't know.
Going off that as well, like, if he was trying to carry Juventus so bad, why did he not play the last game of the season when we needed to make Champions League?
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
right? That's how much he cares.
He's saving himself for the Euro Cup because, like, come on. Like, come on.
Right, yeah, he played like crap then too. Pinsolio and YFG says Pinsolio and Petty must have a lot of questions for Allegri.
I think Pinsolio's just there for vibes and a good time.
Yeah, he's literally just like the mascot. He is the mascot of Juventus right now at this point.
That's my dream job.
Dude, it would being him or being, like I said, it should be Pinsolio or just being a fired head football coach in the in America. Football is in American football. They have the best deals. You get to go. I want to be. This is gonna be such a deep cut. Maybe y'all don't know, but his name is Charlie Weiss. Weiss. Yeah, he coached for Notre Dame, coached for Kansas, he coached like 5 teams in a row that he got fired from, and he literally just finished getting paid by Notre Dame, and he coached them in like early 2010s, I want to say. Or was it 2007 or so? He just got finished getting paid by them. Like he's rich as hell off losing. Like that's what he does.
Yep.
And that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be one day. I want to get paid. I want to get paid to not coach. Like I want to be so bad at my job that you said I'll pay you to not do this anymore. Like if you all come in here and tell me like, hey, because I'm paying for my Lambo and stuff with all the checks I get from the channel. So, but like if you're one day it's like, hey, you're this bad. Will you stop doing this? We'll pay you to not get on YouTube and do this show.
Yeah.
Sign me up, boy. Yeah. I'll do it. T-Bone says Pedin has been a solid goalkeeper and Tech has been in crap form too long. Pedin needs to come in short term. Tech has had enough chances.
So the thing with that is, yes, Mattia Pedin is a solidified Serie A goalkeeper. We get that.
Yeah.
And we understand that Tech is going through a rough patch right now. Just start Pedin for a couple games and then put Szczesny back in. Oh, sorry, the Polish goalkeeper. I'm gonna keep messing that up. But put him in after a game or so. Like I think Perin should start against Malmo, 100%, and then put the Polish goalkeeper back in against Milan, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And see if his head gets a little, like, say, oh shit, what are we doing here, or what's going on?
Yeah.
He needs to see a therapist, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he at least needs a wake-up call, and it's got to be, like I said, Pedin at least deserves a chance. Just put him out there. Like I said, Malmo should be one that you could do it. Because, no offense, like, I know it's Champions League, but that's kind of the level of the team where you should be able to do it without problem.
Yep.
Mohammed says, y'all MFers really blaming Keane after playing his first game. We down horrendous, blame Allegri, putting him in time. No. I was just holding myself accountable that I'm not the guy who's just going to be like, give him a pass, because I feel like everybody has to be held accountable. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about it, like, I give him a pass to a point, but at the same time, he did make a mistake. So I'm going to have to call him on it. It's not fair just to be like, oh, that's not his fault, because it was his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, but I'm also not saying never play him again or anything like that. No, I want to see more.
No.
Honestly, I want him to start. I want to see more. Yeah. I saw what he did for Italy. I want more of that. Show me that. Race, your best friend, is saying, as much as I like Weston, I think they should have traded him. Just doesn't fit into Allegri's system. And again, Donnarumma was essential for us, but we did not get him. Yeah, I agree with the second part. Weston McKennie, I'm starting to feel. I'm starting to agree with you, Ace. I mean, you're the same as my boat. We both liked him, but I feel like I'm worried that there's going to be a mental. We'll see how it progresses, but there might be some bit of a mental issue there with him.
Yeah,
I don't know. YFG123 like Spike smash the like button, show some real appreciate it, guys. Yeah, definitely we appreciate all your support. We appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us this afternoon and airing your grievances when it comes to the three game season we've dealt with so far. Marita, personally, I think there's a loss of translation between Max and most of the players about strategy. It's already 3 games, and most of our players seem to have no idea how they should do in the field. One thing I will say, going off of that, you're bringing a loss of translation. part of me wonders if that's what's going on with Weston McKennie. Like maybe he's still
100%.
is struggling with that because I mean you see his face anytime maybe he speaks in Italian to him or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there is a bit of like say Chiellini screaming at you to get over there, but like you can only understand bits and pieces. So like you understand one or two words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering how much of that has to plays into Weston McKennie's confusion on the field. That's part of the game. That's what this game is. That's what you get into. So you need to learn the language, and that's why it's so difficult to play overseas compared to playing, like I said, if you're American or English in the Premier League.
It doesn't help also that, again, the team hasn't been together for a proper training session. They haven't yet.
Yeah.
The South Americans were gone. Like our late signings didn't come in on time. Like we've not, and the players from the Euro Cup came back late. Like we've just not all been together yet. Of course, there's gonna be a loss in translation. But having said that, we had 3 days before the Napoli game, and McKennie was there for 3 days, or longer even. Yeah. He should have known what was going. He has to know his role. You don't need like I gave him a break if it was a day of training. I give him a break, but if it's been a week that he's been there. And he knew he was gonna start. He should have understood his role.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying McKennie, right? I'm saying like whoever, even Rabiot. Like Rabiot was shit.
Yeah, he was, and I've given Rabiot a lot of credit. I feel like maybe he does that every year, where he kind of resets and he regresses to the mean early on, and then he slowly starts to build. Hopefully, we'll see that build, but like you gotta stop having to do that every single time.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue. YFG says, Justin, to be honest, Pirlo had a philosophy. He was trying to imprint on the team. Maybe if Pirlo had a transfer window to himself and some more time, he would have done better. It's just that maybe... I understand what you're saying. I don't know, dude. I maybe he had a philosophy, but I didn't see him, like, at some point, your team is what you've got. That's the shit you got.
Yep.
Shit you're dealt with is what you have. You have to work with it. At some point, I wanted to see him just have a regular squad that he put out there. You can have some guys you move in and out, but like it was an entire different formation and different team every single time. He was just throwing whatever against the wall to see what stuck. And that's what my problem was. It felt like that. I never felt like I saw anything. Did you?
I'm gonna say at the beginning of the season, I did see like for the first until January and all the injuries start to hit and all the Pandy outs that we had. Yeah. I did see us play in a non-traditional 4-4-2, where when we had the ball, we had 3 at the back and 5 in midfield and 2 up front. And I saw that continuously. Some games, like there were some 2, 3, 4 games where it was like, wow, that does not work. But you could see that when it did work, it looked really good. Like against Barcelona, like against Milan in that one game where we went 3-1. Like there were some instances where like he got it right and he had the players available and it worked. But then whatever, all the injury issues, whatever. Then he just went to a classic 4-4-2, and then everything died.
And that's where your support for him died with it, was when he went with the 4-4-2.
Pretty much. When he was like creative and everything was fluid at one point, I was like, okay, I understand we're tying a lot of games this year or early on, and maybe we can get it. Maybe we'll get it sooner than later. And it started to click, and then it didn't, and then we came fourth.
Yeah, well, there was... Right, and there was a moment where I remember we had, 4 or 5 game matches left. It was before the Milan match, and I said, we got to fire him now. We got to sack him, and we got to bring in Allegri right now to try to save the season, save the Final Four. So I don't know how that would have turned out, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe Allegri would have come in, and maybe it would have been worse at that moment. And, like, right now, you can take whatever you're seeing right now and say what you will, but like at the same time, I don't know how that would have turned out right now. There's also different things that happen behind the scenes that he's working on. Ronaldo's gone now. Ronaldo plays a part, but I don't think he played the role that a lot of people will come on here and want to tell you and yell at you and scream at you about. Saad says, how far we have fallen. I mean, dude, but that's, to me, it's also, not that this is inevitable, but it was inevitable to have a rising and falling. Like, 9 season streak, it would have been nice to extend it to 10. But you come in waves, you have talent that needs to be, also, we had a lot of, what would I say, a lot of pieces weren't filled in when they should have been. And now we're starting to pay the price, and we're starting to get these young players in that we have to deal with now that are hopefully will grow into those solid players that we need.
Yep.
Kanan is saying they should sell Weston and Ramsey and invest in Salvage from Lazio. Yeah, we agree. I like him. I mean, for him, and he's the solution with Locatelli and bring back Ranocchia from loan. The rest, we have a fantastic squad. Honestly, here's my next question, and then we'll get to more chats. One that I actually do want to address soon. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't joined our channel already, please do subscribe and join our community. Rovella.
Yep. Stop saying Ranocchia, stop saying Fagioli, get Rovella in now.
Rovella, people are sleeping on Rovella. He's looked good. I mean, we're 3 games in, something could happen, but like that kid, I'm frustrated right now. And again, I can get on here and just be frustrated and yell and scream all I want. But at the same time, it's frustrating because I thought he was going to get a chance. I know he had a little bit. He had what did he get like one practice, or did he even get it? He got like 1 or 2 training sessions. Rovella, because I thought he was going to get. I thought he was going to get. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we signed him in January, and then his loan was from January to June, and then for this year.
Right. No, I know that, but I thought. Remember, there were reports that at least I read this on the screen, like Ron Burgundy, so I may not have known what I was talking about. But I'm pretty sure that Rovella was Allegri was going to look at him this summer for a potential.
Maybe to recall him, but not. Yeah, he was never back with our team.
Okay, right. Yeah. Right, but I thought they were at least going to try to recall him, to use him in training, preseason training, and then I thought they were going to use him at least in one, scrimmage or whatever. Not scrimmage.
We would have had to terminate the loan regardless. So we would have to pay that Genoa regardless. So financially, it didn't make sense at that time. Mm-hmm. But
now
it does. It does make a lot of sense because he'd be our second best midfielder.
Yeah, I hope they bring him back. I like the kid. I like a lot. I mean, I liked him last year when I saw him playing against Juve. He looked pretty good, but I thought it was also just another case of the opposition always looks good against Juve. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. Okay, and then this is what I want to talk about. YFG was saying, Justin Julian, could I join you all in a live someday? There's potential for that. Yes, there is something that we're going to work on. We're working on it behind the scenes. There's a lot of you all who are great guys. We appreciate your support and all that. But then there's also, if you do like radio, or if you do anything like that, there's some guys that'll slip in, that'll come in and just cause some problems. I'm 100%. Not saying, obviously, I'm not saying you are YFG, but that's something we want to work on. Some of my ideas of what we're going to do, either potential. When we start adding memberships to the site, an idea is to make that be a part of the membership thing, where we could have you kind of join in. And once you're a member, because members we know we can trust, if that makes sense. I feel like
because they're paying, right?
Yeah, well, right. Even if it's just a tiny fee, it's something where you're invested a little bit in it. So hopefully you're not going to come on here and cause problems for a show. Because like I said, there's certain things you can and can't do when it's on YouTube, and if you do those things, it really can be detrimental long term. So that's why it's dangerous. I even thought about doing even without video, excuse me, we could do I would like to do this as well, like a call-in option. I know a lot of people do it, where you can just have the voice come in and we can talk to you like that. We were doing that here locally. Louisville, I've talked about it. Louisville's my team. They've not been great so far. They've had some struggles early on, and I'm pissed at the coach. People are yelling and screaming, but people came on the radio the next day to talk about it, and literally the dude's just sitting there the radio guy, he was talking, he was letting him talk and letting the guy, the call-in, just listen, and all I could hear him say was, we have lost our fucking mind. We have lost... he's like this guy. What the hell is this guy? He's literally, the guy's just ranting and raving, being like, we should have hired this guy, and we should go get this guy. We should go get whatever back or whatever. And then the radio guy's just this guy's an idiot. But I also feel like some of you, if you want to say some stupid things, come on here. It'll be good entertainment for me, good fodder to use on here. So I wouldn't mind if you all want to do that. But yeah, that could definitely be something in the future. YFG says, what, man? I'm guessing you're saying when I said the three-way thing, because Usman also is laughing about it. And Joseph said, wow, now I see what you mean about being raw. That also shows how far behind I am on reading chat, so I apologize, guys. And I apologize as well. I'll have to pick through some. Now, it's getting harder. Even though it's still a small thing, sometimes there's so many chats it's hard to, and I try to address everybody. I at least try to address everybody at least once if I see you drop a chat in, for the most part. Excuse me, sorry. T-Bone said, hey guys, I was talking about the worst days when we were losing to Fulham and Europe and having players like Amati and Melo in the team. We don't have a bad team. We have some exciting youngsters.
That was brutal.
That is true.
Oh, man, that was brutal. I remember 4-1 to Fulham. Like, fuck.
That's a good point for sure. Justin Daisley said, hey, Justin and Julian, Super Bella in the house. Oh, Super Bella Dog. Oh, did you change your name to Super Bella Dog now? That's awesome. Appreciate you. Or no, you're from Super Bella Dog too. I guess your real name. Comicus saying, Padin's contract is up at the end of the season. He didn't want to be at Juve. He wanted to stay at Genoa. And we'll see where he goes. He may end up just being here and not even utilized. Maybe that's one reason why they haven't played him much either. Yeah. Brad Buster, after I said it, Arsentus.
Oh, yeah.
Sadahum, can you guys do a watch along for Juve next game? I don't know if that. Next game would be Malmo, and I imagine you're probably working during the game, right?
Yeah, I can do a watch along then.
Yeah.
Maybe for Milan, I can.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get some boys up. I have to discuss, obviously, with producer Ale, but or you, because you can just stream us.
Yeah, I can run it. If you, I should be able to run it. When do they play? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Do we know? Sunday. Sundays are probably better, honestly, because once we get back from our morning stuff, he has to take a nap, so I can do it during. Yeah, it should be good. That would work. So, yeah, that could be cool if you're down for it and people will actually watch it. I'm down.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be. I mean, I would maybe pop in. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just operate it for the most part because, like, yeah. I mean, if you watch along as this, and that's what you'd see. It's me just watching this play.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, for you.
Like, because that's how it is. If you have other people, that's more fun. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll talk about it. That's a good idea, though. I appreciate the idea, Saddam. Let's see. Joseph, there'd be so much more cussing if these guys do a watch along. That's a good point.
You know it, 100%.
What's up, Mateen? Yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I'm fine with us being pretty raw when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I'm frustrated. This is
it's what we are. It's like if I say Jesus effing Christ, yeah,
he's upset.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. If you guys hit that like button, get us to 30 likes at least while we're doing this. We appreciate it, guys. For everybody that's here, I take Benacer. Oh, I think that might have been when I was bringing up the questions of what City out players. That's, again, how far I am. Justin says, Juve actually played a decent game yesterday. Kulusevski's could have scored twice. Problem is, Szczesny made a blunder, which caused them to concede. No, they played better than I expected. I expected them to kind of get rolled over early. I expected a score. I mean, they look like they could have scored early, too, with Napoli, with some of the shots. Heck, in the first, 10 seconds or 15 seconds of the match, they got in.
Politano got a header. Well, like,
yep. I mean, it was,
yeah.
I
was not worried. I was not worried that whole game until the Polish goalkeeper made his mistake.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to process because the Polish. Yeah, got it. Saddam says, "Do you want to see Vlahovic to Juve in January?"
I want to see him tomorrow.
I want to see him whenever. It's not going to happen in January. If it happens, it'll be the next summer. So this is a season we really have to hold. Like I said, you got to. To me, I'm just holding on and hoping the top four finish. I'll be honest. Yeah. That's how I've gone from saying Juve should be the favorites to now saying that it's a ride. Who knows? Maybe I'll turn heel or not turn heel, but maybe I'll change my opinion in a couple matches if they get things together.
Yep.
Yeah, and then a couple people bring up saying that Tech alone can't be held responsible, and that's true. That is true. We talked about it earlier.
Okay, again though, if he doesn't make that mistake, you win the game.
Yeah,
they were fine. They were so fine.
Yeah, because that first mistake opened up for the winning goal.
They started to shit themselves again. The squeaky bum time again against Udinese is the same shit. We had to understand what was happening in the game. We got our goal and we had the mindset at that point. We had no attacking influence on the bench to help us. We had Keane, who made a mistake. Yeah. And we had Keane, who he was by himself up there.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm sorry, it's the Polish goalkeeper's fault.
Yeah. No, it is. Justin also brings up the point saying they should go after a keeper in January to see who they can get. And then also they need Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni's an option. He's potential because isn't Monaco out now, so that way he could make a move. So that is an option. Maybe
McKennie has to leave first.
Yeah, maybe you move McKennie and you can get Tchouaméni. Again, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight for him right now. Like yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, Tonin? How you doing, my guy? Liam, I appreciate it. Yeah, I saw you were making some comments on Pradine, but I think there were like a lot of them. No offense, and I do appreciate them. It's just hard for me sometimes to read it all because it's like a tiny little box while I'm trying to manage this, while also trying to think of thoughts that's actually interesting to you for you to watch, to be honest, because otherwise I'm just staring at things. Okay, there's Morton came back with McKennie can't keep his dagger in his pants. Sorry. That's great. Sorry, bleep happens when you mix Danish and humor in a short message. My nickname to him.
Nice,
I like it. I like it. YFG also said, Justin, the name Notre Dame. Why do some people pronounce it Notre Dame? And others pronounce it Notre Dame. I don't know. It's not Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame. But like, I don't. At least, I guess if it's the French, wouldn't it be Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's the French way. If you say it the American way, which is always wrong, but we do it anyway, because we don't care. Because I mean, if you watch this channel, not that I don't care, but I continue to mispronounce things, whatever have you. We also took the English language and decided we do it better than people that are British. So we decided to change a lot of pronunciations from the way our friends in the UK say stuff too. But yeah, for the college, it's Notre Dame. Is what it's called. So
my mom pronounces it the bottom way. Notre Dame. She puts
Notre
the extra R in
Dame.
there.
That might be that's probably more of a North Midwest kind of thing. It's funny. North to me is like South for you, but it's still North. And like it's at like Minnesota, and that's how they say stuff like that. YFG, I appreciate you having faith. Joseph said like and subscribe so we can bitch and cry about this wonderful team. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it, Joseph. Appreciate the support there. And like I said, all you guys that are new here, thank you for your support. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. It's gonna be a long ride. I'll be honest. We're gonna do this. We're gonna hold firm. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be probably yelling and screaming more than I expected to this season, because I expected kind of to have, like I said, Juventus has been my saving grace for so long. The last time that I was truly happy in sports was probably 2012, 2013, because Juventus was winning the Scudetto again. U of L was winning a Sugar Bowl in football. U of L was winning the national championship in basketball. Yeah, I got vacated. Who cares? It's vacated, but nobody really cares about that. Like, they won it. I was there. You can't tell me they didn't win it. Stuff like that. So, and it'll come back when the NCAA crumbles. Eventually, in the next few years or so. So we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, so it's been a rough patch. But Juventus, anyway, that's what I was saying. Juventus has been like my always reliable one. But I guess this is the price that I pay for Italy winning a Euro. Is I have to deal with this. And was it worth it? Maybe. It's our second Euro, so maybe it was worth it. I don't know. As a fan. Smiley said in 2015 we lost 2 games and 1 draw with the same results, and then we defeated Manchester. Is that Manchester City? Yeah, the next game. Coincidence? I don't know, but I have a feeling UCL game is going to be our Rose run. I'd like to see a bounce back. I would like to see them get together. Well, we're going to have a lot of our players back, I'd imagine.
Yep, everyone's available except for, again, Arthur and Kyle George.
Yeah, so we should see. Like I said, if we don't win that. Okay, I don't want to. I keep saying this. I keep doing this. Why am I doing this? I'm not going to keep coming on here and being like, if we don't learn that, then we're going to need to worry because it'll happen. It'll happen again, and I'll just keep moving the goalposts. The goalposts will keep getting moved.
Yeah, that post-game show, if we lose, I'm swearing. I'm swearing in Swedish. I'm swearing in Italian. I'm swearing in English.
I'll tell you this. We started doing this channel, and I just wanted to have some fucking fun. Like I said, too much to ask, just to let me have some fun. And like so far, I have not gotten to do a happy post game. I did the first one by myself, sad. I did the second one with you, sad. Yesterday we didn't do one, so we did one now. Still sad. So it is what it is. Let's see. Look, you all are saying I want Pradine, but Pradine in the Champions League round of 16, he's going to make mistakes. He never played in the Champions League. If Pradine going to make mistakes, you lot are going. Yeah, he's going to make mistakes. Thing
is, the Polish goalkeeper makes mistakes in the Champions League round of 16. So
Right, exactly. Danielle is saying, Julian, you said Juve will score without Ronaldo, now dropping to relegation. They scored. There was a score.
Did they not score?
They've scored. They've scored without him. Dude, like... Daniel, what the hell are you saying? Like, what the hell is your point? Like, I don't understand your point. You come on here and you come on the channel and we get Ronaldo fanboys coming on here talking about how Juve is just, that without Ronaldo they can't win anything, which is just idiotic in the first place. But also, like, yeah, the team was bad. Ronaldo was fucking bad. Like, he was bad with the team. Like, you can't come over here and act like Juventus was winning by, like, 7 goals. You can't act like they were winning 7-0, or like they were winning these matches. They weren't with Ronaldo. They lost. They lost a lot of games with Ronaldo. So the
way Ronaldo left Real Madrid with 3 Champions Leagues in a row, I would understand the vitriol from Real Madrid fans. I'd be like, okay, you guys kept winning, but we lost the Scudetto with him. He played like shit against Porto. He played like shit against all the best teams in Serie A last year. Like I don't know.
He wasn't good, so like we're just losing another not good player. That's all I'm saying. Like he's at Manchester United where he has some help, where that's the only way that he can win is with help. So he has his help now, so hopefully he can. I mean, and I'm not, like I said, I like Ronaldo. I just don't like his fans for the most part. I mean, there are some good ones. Cristiano Mike that's in here is a good guy. There are a lot of good ones that have joined our channel, and there are some that are still stuck around. But there are a lot of just complete assholes that are annoying, and that's all I'm gonna say. Joseph, no matter what we need to give Allegri time, we cannot expect the coach to come in and change things on its head from the get-go.
For sure.
That's fair. Yeah, I just think these games are games you should have won. Like you still are, And then Smiley was saying he forgot Rovella. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about him. Rovella was actually very good today. Yeah, Spiros was saying that. I just love the name, and I'm trying to remember because I know he has it spelled like that. It's such a cool name.
Yeah, he was asking for a live. Remember, he's the guy who sent the message to Ale.
Oh, my apologies. We're gonna try to do this. We appreciate you guys' support. We really do. Marco, just have to accept the fact that there won't be any Scudetto this year. Coppa Italia at most. Allegri has inherited a team with deeply rooted issues. This will be a year to build up again. That's fair. Yeah, it's absolutely Marco. Also, win Coppa Italia, but we can also win that Super Coppa. You just have to win one match. Just one match. Exactly. That's all you got to do. And then you get a trophy, which is, I give Pirlo props for that, but at the same time, it's just one. You just have to win one match. You win it, you're good to, but you have to win one match against, your rival, who's still pretty solid, even though they, drew with Sampdoria. They're still pretty solid. What's it? Milan, Spezia. Oh, you're saying the order of who we play. Roma, Inter, Sassuolo, coming matches. Am I the only one who's thinking that we do have a chance against? Oh, are you thinking that the only ones we have a chance against are Spezia and Torino? No, I mean if we come out,
I think we'll be good against Milan.
Yeah,
I think we'll be good against Milan. I'm not saying we'll win because obviously it's a hard game, but we will be good against Milan. It'll be a much better. Like, everyone will be like, okay, I understand what's going on here.
Well, I mean, I guess the one positive you could take is Napoli's not a bad team, and like Juve came out, and they should have won that game. They crapped the bed at the end, but I mean, overall, if you look at the whole body of work, and I don't want to be this guy when it comes to Juventus. Juventus does not need to be a team where I need to come out and tell you the positives in a bad, in a loss. I don't need to tell you that. So I'm frustrated, and everybody should be frustrated. But at the same time, what I'd say is I went into that match expecting a loss because you're missing a lot of players. You have a lot of injury or players that are out. So coming in the way they did, there was something positive to build off of. I'm just not in the business of telling you everything's good when it wasn't good. If that makes sense. I'm more of a negative guy. That's all it is. J. Michael Silvetti said Juve actually played a hell of a lot better than I expected with regular players that were missing. I was half expecting to be down 2-0 by halftime. Season's not over in week 3. Good point. Very good point. I love it when people agree with me. So, it's very good. I love when you read. Yeah, of course I got it right. I didn't even read it. I promise you, I didn't read it when I said that. What's up, Gio? Appreciate you joining in. Excuse me.
Yep.
Sorry to cough it in my hand. I didn't want to do it in the mic again. Okay, there we go. Marco says, concerned about Kulu. Wonder if he'll ever be able to exploit under Allegri. Maybe my hopes were high on him when he signed. Promising young player, but I see him low in confidence. I will again be one of the guys, and I'll let you take over from here because Kulu's your guy to talk about. But I'd say but overall, I'd just say I was not impressed with Kulu. I know a lot of guys are saying he had a good game. I wasn't as impressed.
Oh, time out.
Okay.
He had a good half. The first half, he was actually very good. Second half, he was garbage, and I said that. He was doo-doo.
Okay.
Kulu was doo-doo in the second half, but that was like the whole team. But in the first half, he did exactly what he was asked to do. He played under the striker. He came and collected the ball, got out of situations, held up the ball well, and he was an outlet. And he was very good. He excelled our attacking play, but in the second half, he was lost.
Yeah,
he didn't get onto the ball as much.
Okay, that's fair then. I was just seeing a lot of like positive stuff, not even just from you. I mean, obviously you are the Kulu shill, but at the same time, everybody else. Exactly, you are. You have his jersey. You also have a poster of him above your bedroom in your bedroom.
Right there as well, over there.
You look at him when you're being intimate. Anyway,
Ginger Prince.
Exactly. Yes, this is what I need. This is what I need to get to the finish line. Szczesny is underrated. He has 4 assists in 3 games this season. Please tell me which goalie has that in the world, dude. Dude, we're not doing this. You might be joking. You have the laughing, crying face. I'm hoping you're joking. But,
he is.
Okay, I was just like, oh, sorry. I just realized it's 4 assists in 3 games. Sorry.
Yeah.
Way over my head. That's how tired. I don't know if you can see. I have slept none at all this week. I didn't even get the joke. My bad. Thank you. Hey, Amari assisted Del Piero on the beautiful goal against Madrid. Might be the only good thing he did.
Oh, Amari.
Amari. Yeah, he fixed it after I tried to read it the way he said it.
That guy was a bad excuse for a freaking striker, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Davide said Notre Dame is French, but Americans can't speak un-American. It's true. We're just ugly Americans. That's what we do. We come in here, we take your language, and we just butcher it. And we just come in and we just say it how we want to say it. But yeah. Go says Gio, at least. It says, what do you guys think? I believe our first 3 games we were all lost due to crucial individual mistakes, mainly tech. Yeah, I mean a lot of it. Yeah. That you're right on the money with that one. But that's It
also doesn't help that Bernardeschi was a bleep show in the build up to that first goal as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell he was doing on the right side there.
Nobody knows. Nobody ever knows what Bernardeschi's doing.
That's gonna be the biggest mystery of like Juventus history. Like we've had all these we had the 9 great seasons of winning and whatnot. And then we're just going to see like Bernardeschi 100+ appearances, 150 plus appearances,
1 goal,
and like
or 2 or whatever many goals he has.
He's an attacking player, but he has like 2 goals to his name total. It's just like, how the hell was that guy on the squad? Like even when Paduin and Pepe were playing, like do you remember Simone Paduin and Simone Pepe? Those guys score like 5 or 6 goals a year.
Yeah, at least. And then are you reading this?
Is it only me or Berna seems to be leaving it? What?
This is perfect timing. It was literally in the queue of the list of how I'm reading it. Marco, I love you for doing that. Thank you so much for doing this to Julian.
Not many players give me, as you would say, heart palpitations.
Yeah.
This is the one guy, like, you know what's going to happen during the game. But I won't be too critical of him because yesterday in the first half, he's actually not bad. He got into advanced positions and he took on his man quite well and he got a couple shots off. Cool. He did his job defensively well. Second half, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was the worst out of them. No, the Polish goalkeeper was the worst because he pissed me off the most. But Bernardeschi was right up there. Like, he is so bad. He's such a bad player. He's Lithuanian San Marino, man.
Yeah, I keep trying to give him chances, and I'm done giving him chances. Like it's it. Like every time, I don't know why I even not even a lot of me bought into it, but it's just the tiniest little fraction of like, oh yeah, Allegri might be able to do something with. No, he won't. Nope. Quit falling for it. Don't fall for him.
Yeah.
Gio said, well, first he said something about basically about being a real fan. Yeah, you're not. True fans that leave in bad times, they're not real fans. You just if you go to another team, or I also have a hard time. I know there's some guys that do this. There's a lot of people who I know, at least here in America, where they'll have a team that's like you have AC Milan or you'll have whoever have you in Serie A, but then you'll also have a team in the Premier League. And I can't do that. I can't do that.
Either.
To me, it also just waters it down too much to have another backup team for that. They said, "Call me crazy. I think we're going far in the Champions League. It's one of those bizarre events."
Go, you're crazy.
I mean, maybe I don't. Yeah, I doubt it, but anything could happen, I guess. Adama Traore. Am I saying that right? Traore?
Yep.
I just want to make sure I actually pronounced it right. Would be amazing for Haaland/Vlahovic and Keane in the future.
I think I've said this on this show again. Adama Traore, he's very athletic. He can beat his man very well. He's very powerful and strong. He cannot deliver a final ball to save his life. He does get the occasional assist to Raul Jimenez, but if you want top quality players, I don't think he's a top quality player. That's the reason why he's still on Wolves. There's a reason why he doesn't always play for Spain. It is what it is.
Yeah. Saddam says, I don't know why we left Koulibaly with Keane. Keane can't handle Koulibaly. We should have put someone in like De Ligt there.
Okay, so Koulibaly was the zonal marker, and someone else had Koulibaly at the time, but Keane just headed it onto the Polish goalkeeper, who made a good save, mind you. He made a very good save, but no one followed Koulibaly.
Yeah. Good point. Your dog is cute. Put him in goal instead of tech.
All right, Boo. Get your gloves on.
Usman says, honestly, we'll be fine. 4th manager in 4 seasons, 3 different CEOs. It is very frustrating, though. Yeah, having 4 managers in 4 seasons is not easy.
Very chaotic.
Have any kind of consistency there with any team. Allegri is going to come out and say Tech is done. He's not going to ruin his confidence and ruin his morale. No, but I feel like you. Yeah, but I feel like you didn't have to like fully endorse him as the keeper of the next match.
Don't say he's starting on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you're doing that, he is going to start on Tuesday.
No, for sure. But like, give yourself a chance to be like, maybe not.
Yeah. Joseph says, I'm sure Kepa is cheap right now because of Mendy. Why not try him?
Because he was originally signed for 72 mil, and Chelsea's not going to sell him for that cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Marco said 100% agree. Could not have said it better. So much toxicity in plastic fans. The team was bad with Ronaldo. Can't have a player who doesn't care about the team anymore. There's parts of that. Yes, it's true. Also, it's not I do want to be clear. Ronaldo didn't ruin the team. There were pieces that made it more difficult because Juventus couldn't afford things. Ronaldo had a piss poor attitude that I just didn't like. For everything that he did, I wanted to see a little bit more. It's just what I expected out of a player of his stature. And that's it. That's all, really, for me.
That's fair.
How long are you good? Because I know we've been doing this for a while.
I got 15 minutes tops.
Okay, let's try to do 10. And then I just want to get through a few more chats, then we'll get out of here. Rod said we'll perform better than the last 3 years, even though it may not seem that way now. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, you got to win the Scudetto then. You got to Scudetto. So that's the hard part. And then even with Pirlo last year winning 2 trophies, so it's not easy. One thing I'll say, if you're new here, hit that like button or hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, guys. Let's get us to 40 likes. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for spending the time too as well with us today, just to kind of vent and talk about it. We'll see.
Before we go further,
Yeah.
I just like to point out that my cousin, the Giacometti 8, he's a big Tennessee Titans fan.
Is he in here?
They are getting dicked right now. He's not in here because he's watching the football game, but they are getting absolutely a pumping, and I love it.
Why would he? Where's he from?
He lives down the street from me. He lives like 8 minutes away.
And he's a Tennessee Titans fan?
Yeah, because he like Chris Johnson.
What? What? I'm sorry, dude.
Canada, were we supposed to like Buffalo?
I guess, yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Yes, the Bills. You should be jumping on tables and all kinds of crap. That would be your perfect team.
Some of us do, but like the Giants make sense for me because like.
Yeah, no, Giants do make sense.
It's still somewhat close, but I like Eli Manning. Yeah. But I just wanted to point that out and shout him out because
if he rewatches it or something, yeah.
Hopefully he rewatches whatever.
Yeah, If not, we'll just let him know. I can tweet at him and let him know that you crapped on him a little bit. But yeah, it's oh crap! I totally forgot about my fantasy league. Nobody cares about my fantasy league.
Nobody cares about anybody's fantasy league. Not even the person. Like,
yeah,
the people
actually, I will tell you, this year I do not care about my fantasy league. I was working. I usually actually do really well. Again, you don't care, but I usually do really well, and literally I forgot about it. So I was on my phone. It was like, "Hey, you have a pick," and I was like, "And shit!" And auto drafted my whole team. So this is my first year. They're gonna suck. Yep, and I'm down right now. And I still might win though. We'll see. So there's a long way to go.
My survivor pool pick is winning by 3 touchdowns. So that's a good thing.
Nice. Oh, see, I want a Survivor one. I need to do that. The one we do is always
easier to do than fantasy because
it'd be more fun.
Once a week you got to pick.
Yeah. Usman says, with that said, MDL, Rovella, Keane, hopefully for Jolie, the future looks bright. Yeah. I mean, it looks. I mean, if bringing, I wish they would have brought in Rovella. I guess there's no way you would have known because I don't know. But I agree with you. Hopefully the future is bright, and hopefully you can get
Usman, just buy FIFA 22. Recall Rovella on loan, and you can have him for this year. It's easy. Right. Juventus has a lot of money in FIFA.
Well, what they exactly? That's what I'd say too. Is you could oh shit! Well, crap. There's something I had a good point. I promised you guys it was a very good point. It's gone now though, so we'll if it comes back, I'll let you know. John Sturt says, thing I'm most excited about is playing with Archer and Dybala on the field at the same time with Locatelli on the field. Archer will break through. When Archer and Dybala played together, it was good. I said Archer so many times.
They're technical players. It's nice to watch. It's not as robust, defensively, physically strong players as what we had yesterday, but we'll see. Yeah, they all dropped points today. Sorry, go ahead, read the comment. I jumped too fast.
No, you're good. No, you're good. People can read. If you're here, you probably can read. Yeah, Atalanta, Lazio, and Inter all dropped points today, which is good. It would be nice if we actually could gain some freaking points.
Yeah, exactly. That's instead, the point. Like, we didn't gain any points.
It doesn't help. We still are like down by like at least a point more for most of those. Spiro says, we played with our bench players and we nearly won. Yeah, that is a positive you can say. What up, Mr. Dax? Finally, you back. I was wondering where you were.
Having a shower.
A bath. It's a bath. You gotta take a bath. Yeah. Candlelit bath. By the way, we got a new nutritionist and coach at Bedoin. I'm sure he's training regimen atop Allegri's training is a lot to take in. I feel like there's a lot of excuses we can make.
Man, Simone Padoin should be just like... Simone Padoin should just say, yo, Berna, do what I did. Just score some goals and be the fringe player. Stop being a dickhead. Ugh.
Oh yeah, sorry French people, Padoui, not Padoin. Sorry, I've always done that. I've always said it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's French though. So, ciao UVT. What's up, Etza? Let's see. Why is the Lig played as a right back? He was bad because they had to substitute somebody in. They had to.
The thing, okay, again, another thing about that, which is going to scare me, and I'm going to scare a lot of you guys. If this continues and Delit is not starting in the big games, he's probably going to want to leave.
Yeah, that's it. It is starting to worry me.
Big Daddy Mino is going to be like, "Okay, get this guy out of here."
It's not good for your future at all.
No.
That's why. Yeah, I mean, Bonucci probably should have sat from the beginning, and you play him with Chiellini to give you a better option. Which goalkeeper besides Navas would be realistic to replace the special Polish one? Let's face it, we need to do something before De Ligt leaves us.
Oh, there you go.
And he said it right before.
The way you're selecting these comments is incredible.
It is incredible. It's like they're all way ahead of us before you even get close to me here. But they're right. They're right with us, but they're ahead of us. And I promise you, we're not reading this and then saying it. We're just talking about it, and then it pops up. The one thing I will say is honestly what they should have done, and not that they should have done, but what I would have preferred is if you went after Sirigu and would have just brought him in.
Yeah,
I think he's a solid keeper enough.
Navas will have too many wages, or will ask for too much wages, and he's an older player as well. Like, obviously, I love Keylor Navas as a goalkeeper, but he is older.
Yeah.
Sorry, was I lagging?
Yeah, just for a second. That might have been caused by me, though.
Lagging?
It was for, it was 1 second. Like, we heard everything, but it just cut for a second. I think it was me, because I had updated something, and when you have, 7 things running on this computer, that's just a Mac, an Apple or whatever computer, it still has its issues. I think that's why when we did the live with Beppe, back when we did it. Running Skype with this combined makes it all lag out. So
okay.
Never gonna do that again. Enjoy your salmon, go. I said I gotta go cook some salmon, fellas. Pleasure watching you guys talk about our team. Enjoy your Sunday. Let's hope Tuesday we're meeting on better terms. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Absolutely, I hope so as well on Tuesday. Last few ones. Martin says Morata. I don't know. Was there a question that we asked? I forgot.
More Morata, as you.
Yes, more. God, I'm dying over here. Probably a sign that we need to wrap soon here in a sec. But anyway, Sadham, I don't know why we left Koulibaly along. Yeah, I think we talked about that. Did you send that in earlier? I think.
I said something about Keane was not the one who was marking Koulibaly.
Oh, yes, yeah. Muhammad says, hopefully the team I support in the NBA, Houston Rockets, have a better future than Juve. I hope. Hopefully they both. Hopefully they both have a better future. Yeah. If you be present, but yeah, I hope they both have a better. I don't want to say. That Juve will be a disaster this season,
or disease,
or disease. I read it as disease. I'm like, I'm not saying disease. I'm not saying that. All right, guys, you have a good one. Yeah, you too, man. We're about out of here. We really had the last few. Paul says, I love Juve so much, but I'm so disgruntled right now with our performance. You're not alone. Trust me, I'll be on here. A lot of my last two videos, I'm pretty sure, were pretty angry videos. They were not happy. I tried to, it was difficult to get through them, I'll be honest. This lineup will save Juve. Oh, that's what you're saying. Morata, Keane, Dybala, Cuadrado, Rabiot, Locatelli, Sandro, De Ligt, Bonucci, Danilo, Szczesny.
I see that as a 4-2-3-1, and maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Wait, where's Chiellini?
He would be on the bench.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usman says, by the way, just an Americans borrowed English. You can have it so as long as you rename all your cities that exist in Britain. Birmingham, UK is way better than Birmingham, Alabama. Well, that's fair. Nobody likes Alabama. I'm not. It's fine. I live in Louisville, Kentucky, which I guess you should say because it's named after King Louis of France. But we call it Louisville, which people don't understand. Whenever I call people, anyway, even in the United States, I'll call them and be like, I'm from Louisville. And they're like, what? Where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Louisville. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. That's what it is. That's what everybody thinks it is. And then the last couple. We need a maestro midfielder. Juve will be back stronger than ever. Appreciate it, Hamza. Appreciate it, Joseph. Onana. Read my Onana twat. Are you calling me a twat? Is that what you just called me?
Yeah. Your Onana's wet. Your Onana's wet.
Let's see. I see you said, I hate to say it, but De Ligt has been underachieving. Whatever. I don't see your Onana one. Maybe it didn't show up.
Maybe you might tweet. Like you have to go find his Twitter
account. Oh, maybe it's a tweet. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Fixes just popped in to say, hey, if we had those missing players, we probably would have won. However, you can't calculate mistakes from players of Allegri's choice choosing of his favorites. I agree with you. We need Pogba. Yes, we would do great with Pogba. We'll check in after Malmo game as I have lots of overtime, which is great. Yeah, definitely. Good job, man. And then Usman says, good evening. Appreciate it. All right, guys, that'll do it for us today. Huh? Oh, that made your week? I appreciate it. This, I'm thankful. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad we could make somebody's day better. Because I don't know, I still feel the same. But anyway, no, I appreciate it. Actually, no, this is fun. It's nice to unwind a little bit. Yesterday, with all the sports teams sucking, it was definitely a long day. That's why I hate now when Juve and my other teams all play together the same day, because usually it's either a lot of shit or it's just too much and I can't even pay attention to it. Appreciate it, Davide. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate all you guys' support. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon to stay notified for all our latest videos. So especially after, he said get Onana after his cocaine suspension is over. There you go. Sorry, I did not see that one. He's a legend. Anyway, make sure you hit all those likes and subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me, Bianconeri Zone and Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. I think the other day I just went, because I didn't say Bianconeri Zone. I just vomited some sound.
Oh my god, that's
follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Julian at Genotti151 on Twitter, and follow myself at Justin Sofer on Twitter. You guys have a good evening. We'll see you. Well, I guess we'll be back tomorrow to preview this thing. So Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Hopefully we can win. Yeah,
1 W.
Yes. Appreciate it, guys. Oh, thank you, Mohammed. He said best Juventus channel. Thank you. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.